Congressman Eric Swalwell answered a question with regards to the FBI hearings on the insurrection, etc. I need you to listen to how he answered the questions because this is so important for the narrative. It's so important the way we actually express words. You know, the Republicans in general are very good at this. Their message consistent, their message on target, their message all of the times. Listen to Swalwell and then let's take it on the other side.
My question to you, Congressman, is what are your open questions?
Will this happen again, Katie, is the question that we all have. We're going to have more events at the Capitol. And the reason I say that is that we saw today that many of the people questioning FBI Director Wray were people who were responsible for the big lie that was told that brought so many to the Capitol on January 6th. Many of the people questioning Director Wray went to the Insurrection reunion this past weekend in Florida, showing no remorse for what they did and continued to advance this idea that Joe Biden is not the legitimate president. And because that is the case, these individuals have been inspired to believe that Joe Biden's not the legitimate president. And I'm afraid that that will inspire them to take on further acts against the government.
We didn't get a lot of answers about the intelligence leading up. I mean, the director did say that there was chatter, but as he said, it was unverified chatter. As Elizabeth Newman said, it's kind of hard to find verified chatter within these communities. How do you equip our intelligence community? What moves would you make to make them better able to respond to this sort of thing that is now bubbling up online?
I was encouraged that the director referenced increasing the number of agents who and number of cases that they have on violent extremists or white nationalists. That's positive, but I also think we're going to need more resources to understand how they recruit, radicalize, and target individuals. Also hoping that newly appointed Attorney General Merrick Garland, when he's in office, will stand up more resources as well. But again, I just want to step back and say that this was a massive intelligence failure because the public knew this was going to happen. I and my colleagues were getting contacted days before this event by family and friends saying, please be safe. And I thought, well, of course we're going to be safe. We're in the United States Capitol. There's no way they're going to breach the Capitol, and the Capitol ultimately fell that day. So we have to be honest about that.
Okay, it is important for you to realize this guy used all the terminologies against the right that he needed to. He made sure and talk about the people who were questioning the FBI director. They were part of the big lie. They were promoting the big lie, the thing that caused the insurrection, and they were asking the FBI director. So he made sure that Americans understood that. He also made sure that Americans understood that CPAC was the insurrection reunion. In other words, those who were responsible for the insurrection, they had a big reunion. And what is it called now? CPAC. So people now equate CPAC, insurrection. CPAC, insurrection. He also uses a terminology as far as white nationalists and radicalization. And he used the same terminologies used against the international terrorists that are not really affecting us all that much versus the current traitors we have in this country, a whole bunch of militias, white nationalists, and all these people that like to sing glory, glory, hallelujah, like to sing Blue Lives Matter. But when they're in front of Blue Lives Matter, who are not doing the things that they necessarily want to do, they have no problem cutting them by the knees. They have no problems attacking our government. They have no problems whatsoever to inflict the same type of damage any other third world country would inflict on their own government whenever they feel like, I want to just take over. So listen to Swalwell. Listen to how he uses his keywords. That is how we should always be speaking to ensure that Americans understand that these folks on the right, these politicians on the right, and many of their enablers and sycophants are nothing more than seditious, traitorous insurrectionists who care nothing about the United States of America. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.